Welcome back to our channel, my fabulous B&B family. Today is a gorgeous day to grab your favorite cup of coffee and gossip about the absolute madness happening in Los Angeles. Eric Forrester is losing his absolute mind. Just wait until you hear who Eric is threatening to fire from Forrester Creations. Electra dumps Will Spencer, runs straight into the arms of RJ Forrester, and Eric drops a nuclear bomb on their budding romance. I was stunned. Completely stunned. You will be too. Hey B&B fans, welcome back. I've got some massive LA drama to unpack today, and trust me, the hypocrisy is off the charts. Before we get into this massive spoiler, make sure you smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our daily soap updates. We are building the best soap community on the internet, and I want you to be a part of it. Let's get right into the raw facts of what is coming up on The Bold and the Beautiful. We all know that Eric Forrester was the main puppet master behind the scenes pushing Electra to dump Will Spencer. Eric wanted Will out of the picture because Eric despises the Spencer family. So, Electra finally pulls the plug on Will. Electra leaves Will crying at the beach house. Naturally, Electra needs a shoulder to cry on, and who is standing right there waiting to catch her? RJ Forrester is completely infatuated with Electra. RJ thinks this is his golden opportunity to swoop in and claim Electra for himself. RJ decides he needs some classic grandfatherly advice on how to woo the girl of his dreams. RJ walks into the main office, looks Eric right in the eye, and asks Eric for tips on how to romance Electra. But here is the massive plot twist nobody saw coming. Instead of giving RJ a pat on the back, Eric absolutely explodes. Eric turns red in the face and completely shuts RJ down. Eric tells RJ that he absolutely forbids RJ and Electra from dating. Eric says he does not want any messy workplace romances happening inside the walls of Forrester Creations. And then Eric drops the hammer. Eric threatens to fire both RJ and Electra if they pursue a romantic relationship. Eric tells RJ to pack up his desk and tells Electra to hit the pavement if they even think about kissing in the design room. Let's be real for a second. I am screaming at my television screen just thinking about this. Eric Forrester is complaining about a workplace romance? Eric Forrester? The man who literally built his entire fashion empire on the backs of office hookups? I honestly believe the writers are trolling us. Let's take a walk down memory lane, shall we? Think back to the early days of Forrester Creations. Eric Forrester literally had a torrid affair with Brooke Logan on the cutting room floor. Eric created the bee-leaf formula with Brooke while they were mixing business with extreme pleasure. Eric has romanced every single model, designer, and intern who ever walked through those double doors. The absolute nerve of Eric to stand there and lecture RJ about professionalism is mind-boggling. I cannot handle the hypocrisy. And let me tell you, the history of Forrester Creations is nothing but a long list of inappropriate workplace romances. Eric married Donna Logan, who worked for the company. Eric married Quinn Fuller, who worked for the company. What about Rick Forrester and Maya Avant? What about Thomas Forrester and Hope Logan? Thomas literally kissed Hope in Rome while they were working on the Hope for the Future line. Did Eric fire Thomas? No. Eric gave Thomas a free pass. Ridge Forrester and Caroline Spencer had a massive workplace romance that resulted in Baby Douglas. The entire foundation of Forrester Creations is built on people sketching dresses and then ripping those dresses off each other in the design room. For Eric to suddenly clutch his pearls and act like a saint is infuriating. It makes me want to throw my remote at the TV. If you ask me, Eric is acting like a tyrannical dictator. Eric manipulated Electra into dumping Will because Eric hates Bill Spencer with a burning passion, and Eric did not want Bill Spencer's son anywhere near Forrester Creations. But now that Will is gone, Eric suddenly decides he doesn't want RJ dating Electra either? What is Eric's actual problem? I think Eric is just a control freak. Eric wants to control everyone's lives. Eric wants to dictate who his grandsons date, who they marry, and how they live. Eric needs to sit down, sketch a dress, and mind his own business. I am ruthlessly dragging Eric today because this storyline makes Eric look like a complete joke. On the flip side, I am passionately defending RJ Forrester. RJ is just a young guy trying to navigate his feelings. RJ has been nothing but supportive of Electra. RJ sees Electra hurting over Will, and RJ genuinely wants to make Electra smile again. RJ respects Eric. RJ went to Eric looking for mentorship. RJ wanted to bond with his grandfather over matters of the heart. Instead, Eric treats RJ like a disobedient dog. RJ does not deserve this treatment. RJ is a legacy character. RJ is the son of Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan. RJ is soap opera royalty. You do not threaten to fire a legacy character just because he wants to take a coworker out for dinner. Now, let's talk about Electra. I have some serious bones to pick with Electra. Electra is being incredibly messy right now. Electra just dumped Will Spencer 5 minutes ago because Will took a nap on a sofa with Dylan. Electra acted so high and mighty, screaming at Will, judging Will, playing the victim. But the second Electra walks away from Will, Electra is practically throwing herself at RJ Forrester. Talk about whiplash. Electra is moving faster than a sports car on the Pacific Coast Highway. I honestly believe Electra is playing a very dangerous game. Electra knows RJ has power. Electra knows RJ is the golden child. Is Electra really falling for RJ, or is Electra just using RJ to secure her spot at Forrester Creations? Well, if Eric fires Electra, that gold-digging plan is going to backfire spectacularly. I want to dig deep into the history books for a second. We need to remember exactly who RJ Forrester really is. Yes, RJ's last name is Forrester. But RJ's biological grandfather is not Eric Forrester. Ridge Forrester is the biological son of Massimo Marone. That means RJ has Marone blood running through his veins. Massimo Marone was a ruthless, cutthroat, dangerous billionaire who destroyed anyone who got in his way. I am begging the writers to let RJ channel that dark Marone energy. If Eric fires RJ, I want RJ to stop playing the nice guy. I want RJ to unleash his inner Marone. I want RJ to look Eric dead in the eyes and say, "You can't fire me because I am going to destroy you." Imagine the absolute chills we would get if RJ turns into a ruthless corporate raider just like Massimo. Where do RJ and Electra go if Eric actually pulls the trigger and fires them? The answer is so obvious, and it is going to cause a massive earthquake in Los Angeles. RJ and Electra are going to march straight over to Logan. Katie Logan and Brooke Logan are building a massive rival fashion house right under Eric's nose. Hope Logan is already there, having the time of her life designing without the Forrester chains holding her down. If Eric fires RJ, Brooke Logan is going to lose her mind. Brooke will immediately hire RJ and Electra at Logan. Can you imagine the cliffhanger? RJ and Electra standing next to Hope, Katie, and Brooke, declaring absolute war on Forrester Creations. That is the kind of sweeps month drama I live for. We also cannot forget about Will Spencer in this equation. Will is currently sitting at the beach house, drowning his sorrows, crying over Electra. Will is emotionally fragile. Will is a ticking time bomb. What do you think Will is going to do when Will finds out that Electra is already dating RJ? And what will Will do when Will finds out Eric fired them both? Will is going to snap. Will has that aggressive Bill Spencer DNA. I predict Will is going to storm into Forrester Creations and physically attack RJ. We are going to get a massive brawl in the CEO office. Will is going to blame RJ for stealing Electra, and Will is going to blame Eric for ruining everything. The chemistry between these actors during a fight scene would be off the charts. And where is Ridge Forrester in all of this? Ridge is going to be caught right in the middle of a massive family civil war. Ridge respects Eric, but RJ is Ridge's son. If Eric fires, RJ Ridge is going to have to choose a side. Will Ridge stand by Eric and protect the company? Or will Ridge defend RJ and walk out the door with him? Ridge has always been Eric's golden boy, but Ridge cannot let Eric treat RJ like garbage. I think Ridge is going to threaten to quit Forrester Creations if Eric doesn't back down. The stakes have never been higher. Let's talk about Brooke Logan's reaction when she finds out Eric fired her precious baby boy. Brooke is going to storm into the Forrester mansion like a Category 5 hurricane. Brooke will not stand for anyone disrespecting RJ, not even Eric. Brooke has been dealing with so much stress lately, giving Hope ultimatums, fighting with Katie. But if Eric targets RJ, Brooke will turn all her rage onto Eric. Brooke might even use her leverage to force Eric out of the CEO chair. Remember, Brooke just offered Ridge a seductive deal to replace Steffi as co-CEO. Brooke is playing 4D chess, and Eric just handed Brooke the perfect excuse to launch a hostile takeover. Let's weave Dylan into this mess too. Dylan is currently facing the wrath of Katie and Bill Spencer. But if Dylan hears that Electra got fired from Forrester Creations, Dylan is going to laugh her head off. Dylan might even try to swoop in and take Electra's job. Imagine Dylan, with all her fake innocence, marching into Eric's office and offering to be the new lead designer or model. Electra would absolutely lose her mind if Dylan stole Will and stole her career at Forrester Creations. The writers are setting up a massive collision course. Eric thinks he is protecting his company, but Eric is actually destroying his family. Eric's hypocrisy and controlling nature are going to push RJ right into the arms of the enemy. Electra is going to be the catalyst for the biggest corporate war we have seen in a decade. I am entirely here for the chaos. I want the screaming matches. I want the slapped faces. I want the thrown vases. Bring on the drama. So, I have to ask you guys a massive question. Do you think Eric is right to ban workplace romances, or is Eric being a massive hypocrite considering his own messy history? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I read every single one of them. If you love this deep dive, please give this video a huge thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share this video with your fellow soap addicts. Until next time, stay glamorous, stay dramatic, and I will see you in the next video.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.